Hey everybody, how are you? Welcome to this deck tech. The deck's name is called Rakdos Ping Carnival. I'm really excited for this deck. It's fun, you get to ping a lot. We got the four Thermal Alchemists and the four witches here that can well just ping people, deal one damage. Witches are so good. The Kwambaji witches. I don't know how to pronounce her name. So the Kwambaji witches. They're so good for just like killing one ones and pinging your opponents to death. So is the Thermal Alchemist. So these are the 8 cards of the deck. I would run maybe one or two Curse of the Pierced Heart, maybe in the side against control or something like that. But Rakdos Ping Carnival is basically about pinging your opponents to death with these critters, um, controlling the match with Chainers, Terminate, and Bolt. A little bit of discard as well. We have discard main deck with 2 Raven's Crimes and 2 Reaper of Night. So this card is awesome because his adventure ability makes your opponent discard 2 cards, and it also triggers your Thermal Alchemist, just like all the other spells. I use 2 of these with the adventure ability, and I also use 2 Merchant of the Veil. These 2 merchants, they're really good, bro, for this deck. I mean, it's a control deck. Sometimes late game, you're just drawing lands and you want to filter them somehow, and so the way to do it is with the merchant. Um, So his filter ability is 3 manas, discard a card and draw a card. You can do that in any time, anytime. At during your turn, during your opponent's turn, at the upkeep, at the end phase, in the turn of your opponent. Like it doesn't matter. If you have lands to discard, you can just discard it to this dude. He will filter your hand in such a good way. And the deck has a lot of threats. I mean, I'm using Chittering Rats because it delays your opponent so much. Sometimes you get an extra turn off of this dude, and he's just really good, right? Um, so our threats are basically Gurmag. We have Gurmag Angler, 2 of those, 2 Reapers, 2 Thorns. Because if we control the game enough, we can just we can smash her in the battlefield, and we can smash her in there, and she'll just draw you a ton load of cards. Um, she's not really good against decks that can actually steal the Monarch from you, though. But she's there because she's really good. Chittering Rats, Merchant, Witches, and for draw. Besides Thorn, we also use 4 Night's Whisper to get those draws in, right? Um, so basically that's the deck, We control a little bit, we draw a little bit, we ping a lot, and we put out a whole bunch of threats. So why am I using Reaper? In the mono black decks and some Rakdos control decks, we've always used chainers, and most of the time we're casting chainers for 7, so we could actually cast threat for 7 here if we have to. I've been thinking about maybe doing a little bit of grave recursion, trying to get this guy back, trying to get some of these guys back. There are some cards that I might put in here. There's a really good card that I forgot the name of it. It's 2 mana. It's like Youth or something. Youth, Young. You just put any number of cards in your grave on top of your library, and then you draw a card. So if you do that with Thorn out and the Monarch on your side, you're just gonna, you're gonna draw 2 dudes. That's what you're gonna do. Um, so main deck, that's what I'm doing. Tell me what y'all think, if I should change something or if that looks good. And my sideboard is like this, guys. I really have no patience for grave stuff. People who are just like doing stuff from their graveyard. So, that's why I use 4 fairies and 2 relics. Yeah, I would use another relic if I had to. And I don't like people that use the graveyard. It gives them so much resources. It's crazy. Okay, so I have here 4 pyroblasts, of course, against blue, and 1 cartouche, 2 wrench mines, and 2 shrivels. So shrivel for the 1/1s, for the tokens, for the flying little birds, and for the elves and things like that. Wrench mine's pretty good. Gets even more discard in the main deck. Cartouche is really good too because you're able to get some lifelink in there if you have to, and it even removes a dude, or it removes opponent's creature, or makes it smaller so it can be easier to remove. So that's my side. It's really straightforward, nothing, no secret to it. Just I want to be really good against control, so I want to discard them. I want to use blue, or I want to use Pyroblast against blue, and I really want to play well against the graveyard decks. So that's why I do that with all of these. Um, and I don't really like losing to creature decks, so I use Shrivel and a whole bunch of removals. And the Witch is awesome, bro. The Switch. But that's basically the deck. I have one gameplay for you guys. I will try to post more gameplays later on, but I'm gonna be posting that gameplay right after this video, okay? So basically that's the deck. Tell me what you think, and go ahead and watch the gameplays, guys, and see how the Rakdos Pink Carnival deck actually works. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the gameplays for this deck. See you later.